Hey, this is Molly.
And hey, it's Ethan. And you're listening to
Personally, I wouldn't. Because we wouldn't.
Even though we probably have. Is she recording?
Okay, ready?
I was born ready.
Hello!
Guess who's back, babe?
After 84 years.
Just when you thought you got rid of us, and just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, here we are.
Here we are. You hate to see us coming. Actually.
It's season 2. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. It's been over a year of Personally I Wouldn't, and I'm honestly shocked that some of you have endured us that long.
Yeah, honestly.
You know?
If you are watching this, you're a real one. You're an OG.
Yeah.
Or you're a newbie, which means that you're a loser because you haven't found us already.
I know, but welcome. There's so much to catch up on. I feel like I'm so out of practice with this too. Like, we're both so rusty.
Yeah.
We haven't done this.
I was nervous.
Also, no, me too.
Yeah.
Also, apologies because I know we were like, we're gonna take a little 1 month hiatus. It's fully done in what, 3 months? Yeah. To be quite frank too, I think a lot of that was, Molly was really busy with school, but I was dealing with some personal struggles, some trials, some tribulations. For those of you who don't know, I think I addressed this in like one of our last couple episodes from season 1, but I basically had lost my job in LA, and so I was trying to figure out work.
Well,
and also
tell
was
them
like
how
homeless.
you lost the job. He was basically working for Miranda Priestley.
Yes. No, I don't want to like drag anyone. My boss was
That's
not
how I envision everyone in LA.
the easiest person to work for, I'll say that. I really respect her though, and I still really admire her work ethic. I just think I was probably not the right fit for the job. It was also technically a temporary position.
Also, they didn't have the resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like on a trial basis, and my trial ended.
And
basically.
you're straight out of college. Like, of course you don't have the experience or the knowledge yet. Like, who would? Nobody does. That's your first job out of college.
Yeah.
So.
And so I've been taking the past couple months to get on my feet. Moved around a lot, been staying with some friends. It's been really hard, honestly, but also really cathartic because I felt like I have such an incredible support system, and it's made me really grateful.
Yeah, that's good. I know, I remember telling you when it happened, I was like, this is your time to just relax, and like people would kill to just have a few months off.
Yeah.
To spend with their family and catch up on things and chill. So I feel like you did prioritize that, like spending time with family, and that was really good.
Yeah. I feel like it has taught me to be a lot more present, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so important, and it's very hard to do.
But you've been up to a lot too. What's new with you?
I graduated.
Congratulations! She's officially a masteress.
I have mastered clinical psychology.
The term?
A master in clinical psychology with an emphasis in marriage and family therapy. Mm-hmm. So I can give people therapy and get paid for it now, which is terrifying but also exciting.
And I've been taking advantage. I've been getting that therapy for free.
Everyone at my graduation was like, you're welcome for all the free practice.
Now that you're like a licensed therapist, it's kind of like when you find out someone's a doctor and they're like, can you look at this rash? Like, are people like, oh my god, you're a therapist? I have some issues. Like, and do they just like trauma dump?
Well, I feel weird calling myself a therapist because I'm still a trainee. I'm not getting paid for it yet. I'm not licensed. And I won't be licensed until I get my licensure and take the board exam. But I do, so I don't have to explain. I'll just be like, I'm a therapist. And I have had people just start ranting about their life.
They're like, my mom. And you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's been different, but it's been really good. And then, what else? I also dated a man recently.
You're betrothed.
My betrothed.
Formerly betrothed, I
Yeah.
suppose. Sorry, I guess cat's out of the bag.
Well, he was 21 years old, little background.
Yes.
When we met.
This was the youngest guy you've ever dated too, right?
Yeah, youngest guy I've ever dated. at first when I heard his age, I was like, absolutely not. And then he convinced me, and
I had met him though several times, I have to say, and you would not have known that he was 21.
He doesn't look 21. He's 22 now, but he doesn't look 21. He doesn't act it. He's very mature. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And we dated for 2 months, seriously, and then it just didn't work out. We were at different places. So he's a great guy though. I wish him all the best. He's a really good person, and I thanked him for like helping me open up again and get back out there, because I was really like, I was literally Chandler Bing from Friends, where he's like, her head's too big, like she's too short.
You do. You're
really
a tough person to please, especially when it comes to dating. And I think it's good to have high standards, but I also think it's good for you to recognize that like there are men out there for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then lastly, the next update is we moved in together. We're roommates.
Yeah. So if you weren't sick of us before, it's really gonna be rough from now on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy. So it's been a lot happening, but the past couple months we've been married, we've had divorces, we've had jobs, we've lost jobs, we got rehired, we've had mastectomies, we have moved in together.
Theory that everything happens in like March, April.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
everything. That's when I met the guy March 1st.
Yeah. I mean, shit's got real, you know.
Yeah.
There's been STDs, there's been a whole lot of drama.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. So we converted to Judaism and then converted back, so, you know, there's a lot happening. But yeah. So yeah, we live together. It's only been what, 3 weeks?
A few weeks.
2 weeks?
No, it's been like a month.
Has it really?
It's been almost a month.
Time flies and you're having fun.
We haven't killed each other yet.
Yeah.
We came close
Came
yesterday.
Close a few times.
Yeah. But we're
no,
fine.
but we honestly are better than ever. And you're one of the few people I feel like I could live with and like preserve our relationship for what it is.
Yeah, I agree, because we're the same person.
Yeah, we've also had a few trial runs too. Like we have traveled together, we've spent like weeks together.
We were basically siblings growing up. You would always come visit and then I would go visit you, and we travel a lot together. Yeah. We're basically the same person. Like we always want to do the same things. We rarely are conflicted on what to do or like, and when he needs his alone time, I feel like I'm good at giving it to you and you're good at giving me my alone time.
I hope so.
Because we're both introverts, and I know it's been great. So.
You honestly are the best roommate I've had.
I know, see.
And I say that like bars.
You're the best I've ever had. So,
but that actually brings us to this week's topic.
It's like we planned it. We're organized.
For once.
You guys.
Yeah, season 2 is a whole new us. Just you wait.
Just you wait.
And if you can even believe it, if you're listening to this on Spotify, do yourself a favor. Head over to TikTok, head over to our Instagram, head over to YouTube, because I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah, and also we got hotter. We did. Yeah.
We look great. We're both orange, but
I mean, the bar was low to begin with, but there's definitely been like some improvements made. Yeah. So, roommates.
Today our episode is on roommates. What it's like to live with each other. Tips for living with roommates, roommate horror stories. Yeah. So I can get started.
Take it away. What is it like living with me?
What it's like living with Ethan, number one.
Oh boy. I regret asking.
So every time Ethan's visited me, I
just want to preface this by saying you can't trust anything Molly says.
Every time Ethan's visited me, I have felt very bad for my downstairs neighbors. And I've told him this. Hold on. I was like, Ethan, are your feet made of lead? Like,
I'm 6'2". Okay, I'm not going to apologize. Try to be my size, Amy.
You don't know how it is.
I think he's only ever lived on like first floor because he's not cognizant of his footsteps.
That's actually not true. I've lived on the second story and third story of a house in the attic for almost all of my apartments.
But I was talking to the 21-year-old man I was dating, and I was like, yeah, Ethan, his feet are just made of lead. And he goes, oh, it's the gay walk. It's the gay shuffle.
Really?
And
shuffle?
I was like...
The gays aren't shuffling. They march with authority.
Sounds like a dance move. It's like, no, it's the gay walk. Like, they kind of drag their feet, like, it's just like nonchalant, like lazy. And I thought about it, I was like, oh my god.
Listen, I'm going places.
You're right. Like, it is.
I gotta get from point A to point B. And I'm gonna do it with authority, passion, and verve.
So
I didn't realize,
that's
have I woken you up? Just from walking?
No, you haven't woken me up because my bed's like far away from my door, but it's just funny, like your little walk that you do. It just it clicks for me.
I guess I'm a marcher.
Yeah, you are a marcher.
Yeah.
March with authority. I've also realized that I eat a lot compared to booze.
Yeah,
like,
one thing about Molly is like she's not gonna miss a meal.
I'm not gonna miss a meal. I have scheduled meals.
Yeah.
I also, Ethan can run on like 5-6 hours of sleep. I'm like, no. If you're...
Bitch, I can run on 3.
If we
It's
stay
not
up
pretty,
till 2 a.m.,
but I can.
I'm like, all right, I'll see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm getting my 8 hours of sleep no matter what.
Girl, try 12.
Yeah.
Molly, unless she gets her full 11 hours, is like, you don't want to hang out with her.
Don't hang out with me. Yeah. Don't be near me. With that being said, you're the Energizer Bunny. I mean, I already knew this. Some days he's like more chill. He's like on the couch. He's like, today's a lazy day. Reading outside on the patio.
And when I have those days, it's like, I commit. Like, I'm just like, I'm not doing anything.
Other days, he wakes up at 4 a.m. He goes on a run. He grabs a coffee. He brings me one, but he puts it in the fridge so that
so she can have it in 4 hours when she wakes up.
He goes like helps a homeless person.
Oh, yeah.
He helps the old lady cross the street.
I repaint the curbs.
He repaints the curbs.
I'm checking the mail. I'm getting everyone's mail.
He's rearranged his like furniture in his room.
Drop off some Amazon packages.
Yeah. And then I wake up at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, good morning. And he's like, my day's done. So
I don't know if that's true. But yeah, I do like to get an early start. That is kind of a newer thing for me, I will say, like in the past couple years. But I have learned to appreciate sleeping in, living with you actually. Now and then. So
thanks. I'm glad I could do that. And then lastly, you always smell good.
I love that.
Never smelled bad ever.
I'll
Your
take
feet
it.
are another story, but
you know what? We don't need to go there. Listen,
for everyone watching, never get near Ethan's feet. For your own protection.
You want to.
For your hazard.
They're not that bad. They're not that bad.
And then lastly, he has better taste than I do. His room, he has nothing in it because he just moved in, but somehow it looks better than mine. So I don't know what that's about.
True.
But yeah, he has.
I
great
do think
taste.
I'm more of a minimalist than you are.
Yeah.
I'm also poor, so I don't have a ton to work with. But but it's kind of works for me. Keep it chic. Here's what I learned living with you. I have to say, well, for one thing, every time she wakes up, she'll come in and she'll tell me that she's had the most insane dream, and it is the most insane dream. Like, I don't even remember my dreams. I don't know what's happening when I go to bed. Like, it's just blackness. But Molly came in today and said, I had a dream your dad was a robot. We all lived in purgatory. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna need to walk me through this one. You know, it was just like, it's always so out of pocket.
And a bridge collapsed into a frozen lake.
Yeah.
I think that's how I'm gonna die. Because I've had a reoccurring dream of like
they're
my
always
car
like extremely
going
morbid.
Into it's extremely morbid, extremely existential.
Yeah.
Anxiety based. It's just all my fears come out at night.
She's like, I had a dream I accidentally stabbed you. And I'm like, great. Okay, I'm gonna start locking my door when I go to bed. Oh, that's the other thing. Speaking of locking doors, Molly will lock the door to our apartment when she goes to get the mail.
Oh my god!
When she goes to do her laundry.
Locks it.
I'm like, oh my god, it's insane.
I was like, it must be nice to be a man and not afraid for your life all the time. He never locks it.
That is true. I've never locked the front door anywhere I've lived.
Yeah.
Which is probably bad. But like, I grew up in the woods, whereas like, the only real threat was like, I don't know, like a coyote. You know what I mean? And they're not gonna come up and like open the door. I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like, there is not really any danger. So I think for me, it's probably I need to shift my mindset now that I live in more of a city. But yeah, like, what are they gonna do? You know?
Just you wait. Just you wait.
We'll see. Oh, she also talks to Kobe, her cat, more than she talks to me. Like, I will be home in my room, like, working on my computer, and I just hear, like, how was your day? Oh, that's a great story. I'm like, who is she talking to? And then I realize it's literally the cat. And I'm like, oh, okay.
He has a soul. He has hobbies.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
He actually has more hobbies than I do. Than either of
Me
us
too.
do. He has a whole agenda for his day.
I came home the other day, he was playing Mahjong against himself. I was like, oh my god.
He watches cat TV.
100%.
Yeah, he has a whole agenda.
He was taking muffins out of the oven. I was like, can I have one? And he was like, no. Yeah, my other one is if she misses a meal, no one is safe. That was literally on my list.
One time, Ethan and I were going somewhere. I don't know where we were going, but I was like, oh my god, I'm so hungry. All of a sudden, he just pulls a granola bar out of his bag and hands it to me, and he's like, I was prepared. I can't deal with Angry Molly.
Yeah, it wasn't for me, it was for her.
I was shocked.
It's
so flattering.
a safety strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Precautionary
Survival
exercise.
Survival technique.
100%. Yeah, and then I think that was it. You do also do laundry like 12 times a week, which I find exhausting, but
I do it once a week. It's just I do a lot of laundry.
I mean, laundry is my like biggest pet peeve, so I do it like once a month maybe, which is gross.
I don't know how you can last that long.
I cut a lot of clothes.
Next on the agenda.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so let's get into it. You honestly though, like as far as roommates, I have to say you're like pretty easy to live with.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we're both pretty clean. I think we do a good job of like taking care of the shared spaces.
Yes.
All that.
Ethan is so sweet. Like he wakes up and he'll like make me coffee and offer me like avocado toast, and I'm like, oh my god, I've never had a roommate do this.
Yeah.
Is this what it's like to like live with someone that loves you? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I think there are certain like etiquettes that these can apply to anyone. As far as having a roommate and knowing, like, just having good manners, honestly, is
and
like.
we'll get to that.
Yeah, do you not want to get into it now?
Well, tips and tricks.
Yeah, I mean, what are some things? I think like the basics, like the bare minimum, is like, say you're going to the grocery store, like let your roommate know if they're home and be like, hey, do you want me to grab you anything?
I've never had a roommate do that ever.
Trader Joe's. Never.
Maybe
I always
once
offer.
a while,
I
once
always
a while.
offer. Because like 90% of the time they're gonna say no anyway.
Yeah.
But also like Venmo exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you do that a lot actually.
Because it's like, if I'm going to the store and coming back to our apartment, I could
And
save you a trip, save you the gas, and
like
who knows?
dishwasher pods,
Yeah.
paper towels, whatever.
I don't know, I just feel like it's nice.
Yeah, I think also keeping your communal space clean is really important. Like, don't be a slob. And then also dishes, like try to get them cleaned like at least by the end of the day. Like
that for me is a big pet peeve because I've
Yeah.
had roommates who just like leave
them for days. Yeah, I think it's a 24-hour system. Like, if I wake up in the morning and
even that's
I have to
generous.
run out the door,
Yeah.
then I want to leave my dishes. And if you leave your dishes, that's fine. But then by the end of the night, like the next day, they should be good. Like, clean.
The end of the night the next day? The end of the night that day?
Yeah, the end of the night or the next day. Like running the dishwasher overnight.
Yes. I don't like waking up to dirty dishes.
No.
Like the kitchen should be clean
Yeah.
when you wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So like if you don't have time
We're
to do it
basically
that
the same
immediately,
person.
then like do it later. But
Also learning each other's schedules. Like, Ethan knows I wake up at 10 a.m. on the weekends. Ethan knows not to talk to me if it's before 10 a.m.
It's true.
So,
It's true.
for safety purposes.
Yeah. You did something really cute though when I moved in, which I've never really had with a roommate, is like you made a little calendar and put it on the fridge for like self-awareness. And like we're not like the best at always updating it, but like
No.
it's nice if I'm like, I'm home and I'm like, oh, where is she? I'm gonna have your location, but
Yeah.
I can check and be like, oh, she's at
I'm in
work or
class,
class
yeah.
or whatever. So like that kind of helps to know.
Yeah, I wanted him to know. I mostly put that there to tell you to shut up when I'm doing my telehealth calls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing. Noise. Have you ever had a roommate who's like
Noise.
really
Yes.
annoying with noise?
I was just gonna say that.
Was it me?
Yes. No. I think I've been the more noisy one
I
with
think
roommate
I am
situations. We're just a loud family, so I think we.
It's not
we
on
get it.
purpose.
No,
Ever.
we're just expressive, and it's like we want to
Yeah.
have fun and be expressive and relax. I don't want to worry about my volume all the time.
Well, I also do like to listen to music a lot.
Yeah, I do.
And if I'm doing dishes or something, maybe I'll do like my AirPods, but like if I'm getting in the shower, I love like a shower playlist. And so I'll try to wait till it's like after like 9, 10 a.m. to like blast anything.
Yeah.
But at that point I'm like, okay, like if you're gonna sleep in, you're gonna have to endure a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My previous roommate was like, apparently she had to tell you to like turn it down when she was
did.
visiting me one time. And
Which is totally bad. She
No.
was like on a Zoom, which is so valid.
She was nice about it,
Yeah.
but she was so funny because she was like, yeah, it's fine if he listens to music, but maybe just not like Ariana at full volume.
Listen, it's Ariana full volume or nothing, babe. Like,
I was
that's
like,
the
of
only
course,
option.
Ariana. That's how I know.
not
it's
her
her.
dragging Ariana. Damn.
Yeah, and then communication is key with your roommate. Like, just communicate if something's bothering you. Just get it out of the way.
Yeah. 100%. Always address it rather than let it fester because it makes it like way worse.
Most of my horror roommate stories have to do with like passive aggression.
Same.
So, just avoid that.
Yeah.
Communicate. Be an adult. Don't be afraid.
Be an adult. It is like an exercise in maturity, I think, to
Yeah.
just like, to just take the step and be like, maybe this is gonna be awkward, but I just need to say my piece
Yeah.
and get it over with. Otherwise, you're gonna just build resentment towards each other if you're not communicating.
Yeah.
And I'd way rather have like 30 seconds of awkward or tense than like a year
Yeah.
of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what you're choosing.
Yeah. I've had a roommate situation.
You know? I think we all have.
And lastly, do you think there's an age gap for having, or an
An
age
age
cap? An age cap.
On having
Like
a
the
roommate.
oldest you should be having a roommate.
It's a good question. Do you think it's different for men than it is for women? I kind of think so.
I put never. I don't think there's an age cap. I think that
oh,
if
really? I kinda love that.
financially it works for you. Some people also, even if they could live alone financially, like they just want company and they want their friend there and they want.
I also think it depends on what your life goals are and what your path is that you are desiring. If
Yeah.
you're a single man and you're looking to start a family, I would say by age 29, 30, you should probably get your own place. Do you disagree?
I disagree. I would date a man if I was like looking for my husband. I would date a man who had a roommate. If they have like a nice house and that they have a roommate and it's their friend and they just like wanted cheaper rent so they could save up, it makes sense.
I guess.
Because
It's really gonna come down to the setup for
It's
me though.
expensive to live by yourself.
Yeah,
Really
but like
expensive.
the idea of like 3 grown men and like a 1-bedroom
I mean, if it's like a frat house, that's different. At 30 years old,
well,
no.
Isn't it always?
I've dated men that had very
Oh, yeah.
nice apartments. Yeah.
That they shared.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're right. I don't know. I do think I'm a little bit more generous with women for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it's a little bit different. I don't know.
Women are more social.
They're more social, and I think there's probably a level of security that comes with it too, as far as being a woman. I mean, I would think to have like, to live with a friend or a roommate or a girlfriend, you have support, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, I think it's a lot less dangerous
Yeah,
to be a man
safety-wise,
living
too.
alone than
Yeah.
it is to be a woman, quite frankly,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate, but it's just the world we live in, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think, I don't know. But
My
yeah.
number one reason for wanting a roommate is because I don't want to choke in an apartment when I'm living by myself
Real.
and die alone.
Yeah.
I can like run to my roommate and be like, please help me.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah,
good.
morbid. That's going to be my
Highlight.
dream tonight. All right, should we go get into like roommate horror stories?
100%, let's do it.
Okay, so my first one is freshman year of college.
And it's always the freshman, like, were you in a dorm?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
no, I just said like give me whoever, I don't know
Yeah.
anyone.
I think I did random too.
So, I was living with this girl, we were besties when we first met.
Oh, I love that.
And then the tables changed because I became closer to my friend Samira, who was in the suite. We had a suite, it was 3 bedrooms, each was a double.
Yeah.
And then we had like a communal living room area.
Okay.
And so I became besties with like the other room, which was my friend Samira, and then her roommate, and then my roommate was kind of like, we kind of just grew apart.
I feel like that's kind of how it works. Like, you usually end up becoming like closer with the person who's like next door, or like within proximity, but not doesn't have to share space.
Because you don't get annoyed with all their like, because she would wake up at 5-6 a.m. every day to go work out, open the blinds. You can wake up at 6 a.m. That's fine.
That's kind of disrespectful.
Don't open the blinds when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Like,
5 a.m.
Yes, she'd wake up at like 6 a.m.
That's crazy.
And then I remember there was just a lot of passive aggression. There was this like rug. So my friend, I don't want to like drag her, but she would go into the bathroom. So there was like 2 doors in the bathroom, and she liked.
This was your roommate.
This was no, my friend.
Okay.
She
Who
liked
lived next door.
having privacy.
Yeah.
So she would close both of them. But when you close both of them, you can't have access to the sinks. So then my roommate, the passive aggressive one, would stick the rug in front of the door to the sinks so that she couldn't close them. But it was like, my friend was waking up really early, like before most of us were awake.
To get access.
Yeah. And they were like fighting over this rug.
5?
Well, I don't know. They were like up around the same time. But they were like fighting over this rug situation. The rug would move back and forth and back and forth.
I love that.
The passive aggression, and then it just became like it was like bubbling up to the surface. And it was really tense and awkward.
Oh, yeah. Because when it goes unspoken, it's like you both know what's happening, but there's this degree of denial where you're like, we're besties.
Yeah.
But really, I hate you. You know what I mean? Like,
And then there was just all these other things that were like very passive aggressive. I asked her like several times, can you not open the blinds at like 6 a.m.? She did it anyways. And so
after you had to talk with her about it?
I literally got up and like yelled at her. At 6 a.m.
I would too.
Because I was like, I literally just asked you not to do this. It's like 6-7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, can you not? And then, and she was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then she like left. And then our whole suite was so done with her that we had an intervention.
Shut up.
And basically just didn't apologize or anything. She just sat there and was like, are we done?
Should she suffer? All right, clap if you think she should suffer.
Mind you, we were like 18-year-old girls.
I'm gagged.
So
there's nothing I fear more than
attacked.
like a pack of 18-year-old girls.
She probably felt attacked, like looking back, and
because she was being a bitch.
For sure, but I think it's important to just.
She's also ugly.
Well, okay, no, I don't think that was.
Yeah, but anybody in that situation would have felt attacked and been like, "I'm just gonna leave. This is like too much."
But also, like, if it gets to the point where there's an intervention, you should take that as a sign that, like okay, oh my God. Maybe I'm
when
the
there's
wrong
like 4 people that all agree, and we're like, you're kind of being really negative and like
you've got to have some degree of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like, I would lose all sympathy.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any other traumatic experience? Like, has anyone ever walked in on you during sex or anything? My freshman roommate did that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And I texted him. I was like, hey, I have a boy over, blah, 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 blah. And he still came in. So I don't know if he saw it, like, he saw the text and, like, was, like, forgot. Yeah. Or he just didn't see it, or he was, like, looking to, like, see what was up. But...
No, but I do remember my high school sweetheart would come visit, and we would sleep together in the tiny twin bed.
Oh my God. Yes, I lost my virginity in those dorm beds.
Oh my God, it was horrible.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's like, but also like 2 grown men, 2 18-year-old men.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
I was pretty
I was just a tiny little person. And then she moved out, and at the end, I think we made up, and I was like, I'm sorry. And she like apologized, and then it was fine. So, but then we never spoke again. I think she's married now. She's like married and has kids.
Now it's her husband who has to endure her opening the blinds at 5 a.m.
Maybe he likes to open the blinds at 5 a.m. You just gotta find your person. I've
opened my blinds for a man at 5 a.m., if you know what I mean. That is crazy. Experiment.
It is. No, you should have seen one dorm had like 5 girls in it with the bunk beds.
Yes.
Squeezed together in what should have been for 2 people.
Oh. My God.
I was like, I would have killed myself.
That just reminded me of. That is insane.
Yeah.
Because that does happen. And they still pay like, what, $800
Yeah.
a month or
Yeah.
something insane? It's wild. That reminds me, speaking of squeezing things together, I went to my freshman orientation at UC Davis, and it's like it's like they do it like over the span of like a weekend, I think. So you stay in the dorms, and it's like a random roommate assignment. It's not your real roommate that you end up with for like your freshman year, but they just like put you with other freshmen. And I went, this was right after the summer of my high school senior year. And I go, and I had actually just gotten back from traveling to see Molly in Prague. And one thing about me when I travel is I'm not gonna poop for like at least 4 days. I'm sorry if that's TMI, it's just true.
Yeah.
Does that happen to you ever?
Yeah.
Like you get constipated when you
course.
travel?
Of course.
And also, everything in Europe is like bread, pasta, carbs,
And then you
carbs,
cross
carbs.
over into America, and it's like usually in Europe those carbs would be good for you, and then you like
Yes.
cross over into America, and it's like nope,
Yeah.
everything's gonna stop your digestive
Yeah.
tract now.
So I was blocked up.
I don't need to know about that. You keep that to yourself.
It's been a few days. There's nothing coming out. Like, and you know when you start to feel it inside. This is TMI. I'm sorry. So I was like,
It's just
we
rock.
gotta get this show on the road. We gotta get things in
Did
motion.
you take a laxative?
Bitch, I took 3. I was like, this poops, because I read the bottle and it's like, will activate in like 9 to 12 hours. I was like, 12 hours. It's already been like 4 days. That's like unacceptable. So I took 3. I was like, we gotta get this
Oh
shit-
my
like,
God.
we gotta get out of here. You know? We
Yeah.
gotta empty the tank.
Yeah.
And like hours go by, like 6 hours go by, and we had done our whole day of activities, whatever. Me and my like 4 bunkmates go back to our little dorm room. There's like 2 bunk beds. I'm on the top bunk. Mind you. And I've known these men for like 6 hours maybe.
Oh my God! At the orientation?
Oh yeah. And we're all like, all right, good night, you know, we'll see you all tomorrow. Lights go out. I fucking feel it. The stomach starts to rumble. There's gurgling, there's gas. It is, the train's leaving the station. And it came on like that. It was like nothing, and then bang.
Where's the bathroom?
Great question.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. It is down the opposite end of the hall. I'm on the top bunk. Lights are off in the dorm. Shit is leaking out of me. Like, I'm duct taping my cheeks together, praying that it's not gonna come out.
Yeah.
Like, over this man who's sleeping underneath me.
Oh my God!
I throw myself off the top. Throw myself off the top bunk. I do a tuck and roll down the hall and sprint into the bathroom.
He slides in.
It came out
Like getting
while I
the-
was like entering the door of the stall.
Oh my God.
And I'll leave it there, but let me just tell you, I like can never go back to that dorm again. Like I was like, thank God that I made
That
it.
was at Davis?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Mortifying.
That's awful.
And thank God it
We've
was
all
late
been
enough.
there.
I don't think anyone else was in the bathroom. And if they were, I'm sorry.
Someone's listening, they're like, I was there.
They're like, that was you? It is, to this day, probably the most
They're like, oh,
insane
September
poop I've ever
24th
had.
in 2019.
It was crazy.
That's so funny.
It was wild. So yeah, actually follow the directions. If you do take laxative, don't take 3 like I did. You will regret it.
I think everyone knows that already, but...
I had to learn the hard way. Or rather, the soft way.
Oh my God.
But yeah, you know, I went back to the dorm, skinny as ever.
Is this
and
one of your
had a
roommate
lovely night's
stories?
sleep. I mean, technically, yeah. They weren't like long-term roommates, but yes, I was trapped in a room with them and I almost shit on all of them. So,
We've all been there. That was a good one. I don't know if I can top that. My other ones are not very... I've had pretty great roommates. Like, I don't have
You
that
are
many
like pretty lucky.
stories.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one was probably the worst situation I've ever had.
I mean, that really wasn't about them either. I was just like, it's hard when you're enduring something like that and you're trapped within a space with someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's awkward.
It's
Yeah,
it's rough.
because you just met.
Yeah.
Another one of mine, I think I've already told these stories, but I call this one Dishgate. And it was in my Orange house, my house in Orange when I went to Chapman with my roommates, and I was really depressed for a week.
Orange
and
the city, to clarify.
Orange the city.
I don't know.
And I was really depressed for a week, so I was not doing dishes. Mind you, I was the mother of this house. I did all the dishes.
For a week?
I did all the dishes. I did all the cleaning. I did their laundry. No, I don't think I did their laundry, but
You
I
were
did
kind
the
of like,
shopping.
yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning.
Yeah. So I was depressed for a week. The dishes piled up, and I mean, it was serious. The dishes didn't just fill the sink and the counter next to it. It filled every single counter in our house, and we lived in a house, not an apartment. Every single.
It was
counter,
a big house too.
So much so that there was dishes on the floor. There was dishes on top
on the floor.
On top of the laundry.
That is unacceptable.
Remember where the laundry was?
If it's getting to the point where you're putting dishes on the floor and no one's doing the dishes yet, we have an issue.
No. Remember where the laundry was?
It's like a whole nother room.
Dishes on the laundry machines.
Oh my god.
So finally,
why?
I was being passive aggressive, and I was waiting for my roommates to do them. I was like, I'm not.
I
doing
would
these
have
fucking
too.
dishes.
That is a test.
You need to do your own dishes. Finally, a week goes by. My depression lifts, and I'm like, do these dishes. So it took me 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours to do all the dishes. Yeah. And then they all hugged me afterwards, which, looking back, is so toxic. You fucking bitches. But
yeah, I mean,
I love them. They were my favorite roommates I've ever had. They're my besties to this day.
yeah.
They were also horrible roommates sometimes.
Yeah. There are certain things like that though that are like, I think sometimes when you live with someone, you get to like used to like dividing up the chores certain ways. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people just prefer to take out the trash. Or they prefer to
we
do
did
dishes
have a
or whatever,
roommate
like,
that would take out the trash.
Yeah.
And you take out the trash a lot.
yeah, I try to.
And then another, in that same house, another thing, this was just like my pet peeve. My bedroom shared the wall with the TV in the living room. So if anyone was watching TV really late at night, I heard it. And
that sucks.
my roommate would play Twin Peaks full volume until 3 a.m. And I didn't know them well enough to be like, can you not play this at 3 a.m.? I mean, actually, I had the right to do that, but I was just like...
Well, when you're like 19, 22, anything like that feels so
aggressive.
Severe and confrontational.
Whereas now I'd be like, turn that shit off.
Yeah.
No, I was like, I'm just gonna put a pillow over my head and like deal with it. But Twin Peaks at 3 a.m. Haley.
I know. Get some taste, girl.
Yeah, she already knows this story. But that was
is brutal. I mean, I had like a traumatic dish story too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would not cope well with that. No. But I think I told this story maybe before on the pod about one of my roommates, my first living situation after the dorms. I had transferred to Santa Barbara. And I was living with this guy, super nice guy, but he would always make these like huge meals and then like leave the pots on the stove.
Oh my god, this story, I still have nightmares about it.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
He made you know those pots you use to like boil pasta?
Yeah.
That
big pots.
filled to the brim with ground beef. And so I was
I've
like,
been there.
okay, go off, Ken, you're making
I've been
tacos
there,
or whatever. Like same.
Yeah.
He left it on the stove for like overnight and I was like, okay, like that's probably not great. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, we should put it in the fridge. And then, but then like a day goes by and I'm like, oh hey, like, do you want me to put this in the fridge for you? Blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, sure. I moved it to the fridge. It goes in there for a little while, and then he's not really eating it, so I'm like, okay, this is annoying. And I was like, I text him. I'm like, hey, would you mind like, just like
You
putting
put the
that
whole
stuff in
pot?
a container? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause like, you know, why not?
Yeah.
Would you mind just like moving it to a Tupperware or something, and then like, you know, getting rid of it so that we can use the pot? And he's like, oh yeah, I got you. And so I come home, he did it. I'm like, oh great, love that. A couple days go by. And that's when the
This is
smell
awful.
kicks in. And I'm like, has someone not cleaned their bathroom? What is that? Did we have like a dead mouse
This is disgusting.
somewhere? And then it smells like a rotted smell. And I'm like, did I step in something? Like, I was like going down the list, like, what could this be? Do you know what I mean? And I was like, oh my god, the kitchen trash, did someone throw out their like old like chicken or something? I took out the trash, still smelled.
That's so annoying when you take out the trash and
Yes.
you wipe down everything
Yeah.
and it still smells.
And I'm like, okay, I'm
usually
either
the garbage
losing my
disposal.
mind or I don't know what is happening.
Yeah.
Tried the garbage disposal, all of it. I
Yeah.
call my other roommate in, not the guy, a different guy. And I go, do you smell it? And he's like, yes, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
So we're scouring the kitchen. We go through all the drawer, everything. I open the bottom cupboard. The bottom cupboard, like not the fridge, the
Yeah.
cupboard.
The cupboard.
And there is that fucking pot of ground beef.
Is the ground beef still in it?
Still in it.
No, you're lying.
In the pot, in an unrefrigerated cupboard,
Wait,
like
the
slid
meat
to
was
the back.
in the cupboard.
Yes. The meat, no, it was in the pot.
In the pot.
But the pot was in the cupboard.
Yes, I know, but the meat was still in there?
Yes. But listen to this. You couldn't see the meat because there was so much white, green, fuzzy mold coating it. You couldn't even see it.
That's disgusting.
I almost threw up on the spot. I almost threw up all, like, everywhere. I was like, we gotta get this out of
No,
here.
I don't know.
I picked up
Just
that
throw
pot
it
with
away.
oven mitts and ran to the dumpster.
See, me being passive aggressive as fuck, I would have put it in his room.
It was insane. I was just like, I can't believe that he did. Like, it was shocking.
Yeah.
I've never been so appalled.
That is disgusting.
It was so
absolutely
gross.
disgusting. I actually did something similar to that,
Oh,
but by
God.
accident.
Here we go.
By accident.
He
So-
must have forgot. And like, the guy was not a bad guy by any means. Like, but
How?
yeah,
No,
I was just
there's
like,
no excuse. How do you not
it's-
realize?
It's not
How
good.
do you not realize?
It's not good.
So I did something similar by accident, where I was having it was a very
Yeah.
long day.
Yeah.
My friend Sarah came over and I was like cooking or something and I needed to put the meat that I just made in a Tupperware.
Yeah.
I go into the Tupperware cabinet and I see like a Tupperware full of like meat, like a meal prep that I
Okay.
had mistakenly just not thinking.
Oh, and you put it in the
And the
cabinet?
meat, luckily it hadn't been in there for days. It was in there for like since the morning.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But to this day, she always makes fun of me. She's like, "Is that your cupboard meat?"
Covered meat. Literally, it was covered meat. Covered meat
Oh,
is so
no.
gross. It's not. I'm telling you,
That's
it's not the way to go.
disgusting. That's
That is
absolutely
embarrassing.
vile.
It's like when you accidentally put your car keys in the freezer or something.
Yeah.
And while you're like,
Now that I think of it, I do have another roommate story, but this goes back to childhood
Here we
when
go.
my niece moved in with us,
mhm.
and she was a slob. Sorry, you're a slob. You know who you are.
Dragging her name through the
And she would come in my room and like be eating her cereal,
Yeah.
and then we'd be like watching cartoons or whatever. We were in like middle school.
Yeah.
And she would just leave her dish there in my room, like empty. This drove me insane.
Homicide.
So, I developed a method.
Yeah.
I would wait for them to pile up.
Yeah.
Because she would bring in cans. she'd bring in-
Multiple.
well, it wasn't dishes. It was like sometimes like cans, bottles. Wait for
And just
them to
leave
pile
it?
up. Take them into her room when she's not there.
So petty. I love
Then,
it. You're
as
sending the
if
message.
she used them.
Yeah.
I would lay them out
Well, she did.
throughout the room, so
Yeah.
it wasn't easy for her to pick up the whole thing.
Oh, so this wasn't all like one in one location. You were doing
Yeah,
Easter eggs.
This was premeditated.
You were hiding them around. You put one in the bottom of her laundry basket.
Premeditated.
A bowl of cereal in the
Yeah.
closet. Yeah.
And yeah, she stopped doing it as
damn.
much.
Hey, you do what needed to be done. I guess that's what I should have done. I should have put that cupboard
I-
in, like
I
in his
would've-
closet.
No, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, you have to come get this.
See, but my fear was like, if I had done something like that, he probably wouldn't have even noticed.
What do you mean?
He would. How could he? Like, if
How
he didn't
notice
notice the
what?
smell in the kitchen, like if I had put the meat in his room somewhere,
No, I would have at least said, like, you need to come get this out of the cupboard.
It was so bad.
I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, it was brutal. But that is funny.
Yeah.
Because you gotta, I mean, listen, you reap what you sow.
That, I still have nightmares
Yeah.
about that story that you told me.
Food in the
I think about
bedroom.
it every once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah.
It is
That's disgusting.
scarring. Food in the
I
bedroom
thought
of
that
any
it
kind
was-
is not the move.
I thought that it was, like, he had emptied out the meat and then didn't clean it and put it back in.
The meat was in it.
That's worse.
Like
That's disgusting.
a pot of boiled
How
meat.
did he not? What was he thinking?
He wasn't.
Had he ever cooked anything in his whole life?
Great question.
We don't know.
Next week's guest.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, those are just a few of our little horror stories. It's hard though. It's especially the whole freshman thing. Like living with someone when you're newly 18, you've
Yeah.
never had to confront someone about like these kind of living things.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, thankfully we have our own bathrooms, and I
In
genuinely
rooms.
believe that is like one
Saved
of
us.
the secrets that has like made us a successful roommate pairing.
Yeah.
But there have been times in my life when I've had to share a bathroom, and
Mm-hmm.
it is tough.
Oh, that is hard. I remember sharing a bathroom
Sharing a room is one thing.
Yeah.
Sharing a bathroom is difficult.
because if they leave it messy,
Yeah.
it's like
And I kind of take a long time in
Yeah.
the bathroom, which
yeah.
I'm aware of.
If they're in the bathroom showering right when you wanted to shower,
Oh.
the aggression.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I used to have those fights with my sister.
Yeah.
Like, and it's always like telepathic.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
I'm about
I
to
think
get
I'm gonna
in."
shower in like 10 minutes. The minute you think that,
They-
they're on the way to the shower right
and then
now
they
to
take
get in.
the longest
And they
shower
take 45
in the world.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
No,
think is
awful.
the appropriate, like what's the max amount of time that someone can spend in the bathroom?
In the shower?
In the bathroom in general, door
2
locked, where
hours.
you get 2 hours.
Oh, door locked?
Door locked, like you don't have access.
An hour.
An hour? An
Yeah.
hour is a long time.
An hour.
An hour.
To get ready.
What if you're about to shit your pants? And you have to wait an hour for
Well,
your
then I
roommate
would
to get
bang
out
on
of
the door and be
bathroom.
like, you need to get out.
Okay.
Yeah. I've done that before.
Okay. You have?
Yeah.
That's brave.
Well, I was close with my roommate, so I'd be like,
See,
I'm gonna
but
shit
that's
myself.
the thing. It's what if you're like, it's awkward and you don't have that kind of relationship with them.
Ugh,
I say not more
that's
than like
rough.
30-35 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour, if you really have to pee.
But I'm a girl, like I have a lot to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would love an hour too, but think, not like if you're the one in there, but if you have to wait.
Yeah, then maybe 30
You'd be okay
minutes.
waiting an hour?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
a
like 30
princess
35
though,
minutes.
so I don't know if I'm the right person to
Yeah.
ask.
It's tough.
But I would say last piece of advice for when it comes to roommates is don't live with your friends unless you know it's gonna be a good situation. Like I feel like Ethan and I are family, so if we end up hating each other, we still have to love each other. Like there's no option.
Yeah.
We're stuck with each other for life.
And
Whereas
I've also spent enough time with you in like a cohabitation situation that I feel like I know what it's like and I know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
You know?
Whereas, like, I've heard many people say that they moved in with their friend and then it ruined their friendship.
Yeah.
So,
And they're friends who I love.
yeah, me too. And
That I
I
would
would not
never live with.
I would not
Yeah,
live with them.
yeah.
Never.
And it's not a bad, that doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
No.
I don't think.
No. Everybody has their own quirks and things, and just being respectful is all that matters. And
Yeah.
communicating. So,
100%. It's like in your relationship. I think communication is key. Honesty.
Yeah.
Honesty is so key.
yeah.
And yeah, mutual respect.
And everybody has bad days. Everybody,
Everybody makes mistakes.
yeah. So,
Unless you're leaving meat in the cupboard of the kitchen.
that's disgusting.
That's not an acceptable
That should
mistake.
be illegal.
It should be illegal.
Yeah. We should be able to stone people that do that.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys for sticking with us. We
know, I
are
hope you
so happy to be
enjoyed-
back.
Yeah, our first episode back of season 2.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of good stuff coming though.
Yes.
Fun topics this season.
Guest speakers.
Gonna squeeze in some guests.
We're working on the merch,
Um,
okay? We're
yeah.
busy people.
We've got a lot going on. But listen, I would love to hear, and me and Most Bali would love some suggestions of like episode topics or things that you think would be fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
What do you like to hear from us?
Yeah.
Do you like these stories? Do you think that they're cringe? Do you want more advice? Do you want more psychology? Do you want more fashion? Do you want more vavoom?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Let us know.
What do you want?
What do you want?
God
And
damn it, Allie, what do you want?
prepare for more roommate stories now that we're roommates.
Yeah.
yeah.
Prepare to be sick of us.
Yeah.
Alright, we love you so much.
Love ya.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.